People have always come to the area for the outdoor experience, and just over the last couple of years it's been very organic that we've had artists come and they've opened their own art galleries. So we're starting to see that grow. Tucker County was designated a cultural district authority to embrace and to protect those types of things in the area.
The work in here ranges from hand-drawn illustration to melted crayon work to, there's little assemblages, there's, I don't know, I guess it's a house for all of the work that I've been creating over the years. It's been really beautiful to watch in the last few years where it seems like the town kind of like found its identity as kind of a cultural hub in the county as well as in the region altogether. And it's been really, really nice because it's community driven. It's the citizens, it's the people who live here in town and also in the county that are making it happen, and that's really nice to be a part of because you're a part of a growing community as well as, you know, a growing economy.
If anybody lives in a town where all of a sudden they have young people living there and they have music and art, you can't not like it. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it's a total bonus. It doesn't help you eat necessarily, but it doesn't help your day to day, but it helps your heart, your spirit, it helps you grow. And as you get older like me in life, you find out simple things are awesome.
The Purple Fiddle is the most proficient venue in the state, I believe. We do over 300 shows a year, about 220 days a year we have music. Sometimes those days we have multiple shows, obviously. And we bring in bands from all over the world. We were first a coffee shop and a gift store and a music venue, all three. And we kind of dropped the coffee shop and the gift store and just turned into a music venue and restaurant. And although people think of us as a bluegrass venue, we do a lot of mountain string music, but that's not all we do. We do jazz and blues and rock and Americana and country. We do good music from anywhere. The only thing we don't do is punk and hardcore because it would probably tear up my building. We were voted the best music venue in West Virginia 2 years in a row now, and I think they've only had the contest for 2 years. And yeah, we have people from all over the country that know about us, especially the bands that play here. We hear from bands all over the world that have heard about the Purple Fiddle, and so they like to play here. We're very proud of that.
Total less than 7,000 people in the whole county, and we have 3 breweries. So we have Mountain State Brewing Company, which is one of the largest in the state, and they distribute quite throughout most of the state, if not all of the state. And then we have 2 smaller ones, Blackwater Brewing Company and Stumptown Brewing Company. Both of those are in Davis, and Mountain State is in Thomas.
I had a sort of a midlife crisis a few years ago. I'm an attorney by trade and don't love it, and was a big beer lover and decided to move forward and try to create another brewery around here. There's a couple others, and just a different type and more hoppy beers is what I liked, and so I wanted to create something like that. So we bought a small brew system, a 10-gallon Sabco system, and started brewing in my carriage house. Learned the ropes on that for a while, and then this location was available at some point for lease and thought it was perfect, and it has a back big enough to handle brewing activities on a pretty large scale.
And Davis Thomas are now being looked at all of a sudden as models of these cool little towns where you have these little brew pubs and these little shops that sell cool things and lots of music and lots of cool restaurants, and you can get all these cool foods, and everybody's on the street with music and da-da-da and art. And so if you know as well as I do, if you have a community that's got art and music, you're way ahead of the next guy.
It seems that people are really trying to intentionally craft what is happening. You know, they want to have their hands in that. They are looking forward at, you know, the changes that could be potentially coming with the new growth, and that's really nice to see. We have, you know, of course, a ton of tourists who are coming from DC, Northern Virginia, and Baltimore, just trying to escape the city, but we also have regional tourists who are just, you know, interested in kind of what's happening with the town. And we also have people who are just passing through randomly from far away, and they stop and like they get halfway down the street and they say, "What is going on here?" And park and get out, and they're really surprised.
Yeah, we must be one of the highest per capita counties of breweries, you know, with our small population and 3 breweries in the county. I don't know, nobody's ever run those numbers, but I'm sure we've got to be way up there as far as that goes.
The past couple years, we've definitely seen more and more people get introduced to the area for various reasons. You know, some people will say it's the new highway, the quarter H, but you know, slowly, kind of we're the best kept secret in West Virginia for as long as we can hold that. But the more people know about us, the more people come to try to experience, you know, the area.
It is a historic district, so that helps people get funding and helps distinguish their buildings in the town. So it's a smart business move to own a building and refurbish it in Thomas, West Virginia. I love the history. I don't see any reason to build new buildings for businesses when there's so much rich history and beautiful old buildings to put those businesses in, or houses in. I think that's the way to go. And really, I think it's the future of West Virginia as an attraction to the people who are in the tech industry and basically can live anywhere. So why not live in a historic house in a historic town in West Virginia? That's the way I see it.
People like Tucker County because it's extremely safe. You don't have to watch your back. You don't have to lock anything up. There is no crime. There's no danger. There's almost no bummers. It's just like a total bubble of likeness. And everybody likes each other. Nobody's telling you what to do. If you like freedom, this is the freest place you will possibly ever could imagine. Rural America is like the freest place on the earth.
If you want to know more information about Tucker County and how to get tuckered in Tucker County, we like to say get tuckered in our area. Our website is cananevalley.org or gettuckered.com. You can find us on there, and you can find all the information, event schedules, or follow us on our Facebook page. It's Tucker County, West Virginia, all spelled out. We really try to keep that up to date, especially with weather as it changes and what's happening in the area.